Look at me. What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me? Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself.
I think to be really successful in life or in a football field, you got to have a certain perspective of winning. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to her. Shout out to the whole team, man. Shout out to all three of them. All three of them. Shout out to the team. Shout out to the team. You know what I'm saying?
Three of them?
Yeah, all three of them.
Now. 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 Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for each and every one.
We love you, Coach. We love the fuck out of you, Coach. Thank you, Coach.
What it do? What it do? Supreme Beast After Hours. This is the Coach's Playbook. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Salute to all the family sliding through showing love. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my brother, my co-host. You know what I'm saying? Coach 67 Sports TV. You know what I'm saying? In the building. We got Jared 11 Green in the building. Mahari Nation Sports Podcast up in this thing, man. Coach, man, what's going down with you, man? It's Thursday night, man.
Family, you know it's me, Coach 67 Sports TV. Shout out to the awesome and amazing LDBC. Shout out to Anthony O'Neill and Impact Creative Society. And definitely shout out to the greatest university in the world, the Southern University, home of the mighty Jaguars. Of course, you know I'm blessed and highly favored this evening. How you doing this evening? My brother, Supreme Beast, was good with your red.
Man, I can't call it, man. I'm chilling like a villain, man. I was telling you earlier, man, I'm a little bit upset, man. We had a thunderstorm. I was supposed to have practice today, right? And it's crazy. I'm watching the highlights of last season, looking at the team, and I'm pressing reset because the season is started. I just had my first practice on Tuesday. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to get KG or somebody to film some more highlights for me, man. And then it'd be a new intro for the show. I could see a new intro for the show coming soon, though.
Yeah.
With the team that I got, yeah, coach. Salute to my brother KG in the building, man. Slide through showing love.
KG.
Yeah, man. But yeah, we like I said, it was grass. We got grass fields. The field conditions already aren't that good. So they canceled practice on us. What about you? Was it raining down there, man? What you went through today?
Man, it rained so much. Of course, you know, our team, we had our jamboree to start the season on Tuesday. And, you know, it depends on, you know, what area you have your jamboree in, because for everybody don't know, in Louisiana, you start the season with a jamboree. It's like a preseason game. You know, on the junior high, middle school level, it's a little bit different than it is on the high school level. On the high school level, just say you might have 4 teams, 16, 18s, or whatever. I know, like, for example, the jamboree they have in that Southern, like 4 teams play tonight, 4 teams play tomorrow night. So with us, it was 3 teams. So we got the ball first against the team we playing against next week. We got 8 players on offense, and we scored we scored twice, 2 touchdowns, right? Then we had 8 plays on defense against another team we're gonna play later on in the season. We got a pick 6. So, of course, we smacking stuff early. Then the 2 of them, they went head to head for a little while. Then again, the team we playing against next week, we got 8 plays on offense, I think, against them, and we scored once. And then the other team, they got 8 plays on offense against us, and for the most part, we kind of held them in check. But the head coach, he subbed in some of the younger players, to kind of give them a little experience just in case we need them. Of course, we may, because the starting running back, he got hurt. Hopefully everything all right with him. He went to the doctor this evening to get it checked out. But in terms of the weather, bro, I ain't gonna lie, it rained so much. And the crazy thing about it is, the head coach, he had a meeting with the parents, and he was like, hey, at some point this season, we probably have to play in the rain. So I don't care if it's raining cats and dogs out here. Guess what? Y'all just gonna have to learn to deal with it. So he was like, hey, y'all gotta learn how to handle a wet ball. Y'all gotta learn how to play in these conditions. So we stayed out there. Of course, I got soaking wet. Everybody got soaking wet. Socks got wet, underwear got wet, everything. But, hey, if we got to play in the rain at some point, practice like today is going to prepare us for it.
See, Coach, I ain't gonna lie to you, right? And I do the travel team. The travel team, we have practice or not have practice if I say so, right? So, right. And I got it. I didn't really get into it, but I had a conversation with a parent in the beginning of the summertime. So when it happened again on Wednesday, we really didn't have to have no conversation. Okay, so it was hot yesterday, but it was like 92, but it was a heat index of 106 is what they said.
Yeah.
Right. But we practicing in the evening, like 6. We practicing at 6 as it start getting later in the day. Right. Yeah. And I do that for that reason. Right. So they telling me, well, one of the parents is telling me it's a heat index, man. I don't know if we gonna make it. I said, look, man, you know what I'm saying? They also, that same mom and them are not morning people. So I had to check them like, look, man, when we play in these tournaments, I don't know if you know, but they're going to give us the 8 or 9 o'clock game in the heat. It ain't going to do nothing but get hotter. They not going to say, oh, it's a heat index of 106. We're not going to have a tournament. They not going to do that. They not. So you might as well, you know what I'm saying?
Used to it.
Get ready, you know what I'm saying? Buckle down. I mean, look, we're going to have a hell of a water breaks. I'm not going to work the girls hard because it is hot out here. But you're going to practice. You are going to practice. Are you tripping? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at Coach. Because when the rain start coming, you can't stop the rain. Yeah. You can't stop the rain, no. That's what's going to happen in the game. You act like the rain going to say, oh, no, hold on. They playing, y'all. Let's stop right here. They playing. No.
For sure.
You ready to get out there with that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Look,
and the crazy thing about it is the field we played on Tuesday, it's a turf field. So, hey, they don't care.
That's what I'm saying. And look, and this will make it, if I'm coaching, I'm telling you, I know y'all soggy, your drawers and socks soggy and all that other shit. Keep them, because it's going to rain and you should wear them same shits again. Don't be wasting Don't be wasting new drawers on rain like that. Where these are now your rain drawers.
but you're right though, Red. Coach told him right, because I'm not gonna lie. I remember the crazy thing about it, the last school I was at, I also was still at that school, and I ended up being a head coach for another team, in our same league, because I didn't have enough players to have a team one year, and they didn't have a coach. So we just kind of got together. So anyway, but the last school I was at when I was the head coach there, I remember my first year, man, I ain't gonna lie, we were terrible. All I had was 16 players. A lot of other teams have like 44, 46, 38, 30 players. I have 16. So the last game of the season, it poured down raining. And of course, the best team, we hadn't won a game, they hadn't lost a game, and we beat them. And part of the reason why we beat them is because, they were a fast team, the spread team running and gunning, but it pouring down raining, they couldn't run and gun like that in the rain. And, we were a physical, smash mouth, punch in the mouth team. So everything just kind of played in our favor. So that rain, Coach told them right today, if we got to play in the rain, y'all got to be ready for it. Of course, they early in practice, they fumbled the ball a lot, but after a while they got it together. He was like, "Hey, y'all got to learn how to deal with and handle a wet ball," and they was able to do it. After a certain point in practice. So you're right, Ray. They got to get ready for these conditions.
Absolutely, man. Salute to my brother, Big Joe Townsend, slide through showing love, man. Hey. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay, so all right, Coach, man, let's get into it, man. I had to have the weather conversation with you though,
yes,
because
sir.
I learned this. Let me. I point one more fact out. I learned about this weather conversation not because of the rain, and definitely not because of the heat. I am a Southern kid. I grew up in New Orleans. Y'all see the ninth ward right there,
yes,
shit.
Sir.
Right. I'm a New Orleans city guy. You know what I'm saying? I moved to Virginia, play football, and experience that winter. It's cold as a bitch out here. Coach, I said, we gonna have to play in it. No, but it's cold. Nah, we gonna have to play in it. Like, Coach, my hands are numb. They turning pale. Put your hands on your balls and shut up. If you want to keep your hands warm, put them on your balls and shut up. And this is in practice. I swear to God, I hope the game is at motherfucking 1 o'clock in the daytime with the sun beaming on us. Because it's cold as a bitch right now. Nighttime practices and shit. We ain't got no nighttime game, Coach.
We do out here, but I know what you're saying already. You know what I'm saying?
This is that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no cold. Baton Rouge don't have cold games like Virginia, Coach.
Oh no! I ain't lie.
Coach, it was so cold. I blocked the punt. The adrenaline pumping. I'm like, yeah. I get to the sideline. I look down at my hand and I have the football markings in my damn forearm from the block because it's cold. As soon as that adrenaline stopped, I said, God damn.
For real.
Got me good. Did he kick me too? Shit. So, man. Yeah, man, that cold, y'all playing in it. I don't care. But, all right, yeah, Coach. So let's get to it, man. The first topic I had tonight was parenting. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with parents and dealing with parents as you are a coach. You know what I'm saying? And it's two types of parents, I want to say. And I want to start with the first one because no one really talks about this. And 503 pointed this shit out real smooth, and it was so true. Talk to me about under-parenting. You're a coach, you have a child, and the parent is under-parenting the kid. They're not developing. They always into something. It's always some extracurricular. You know what I'm saying? Under-parenting the child when you are the coach. What you got on?
See, I'm the perfect guy to talk to, but this particular conversation, Red, because the crazy thing about it is the school where I was, it's mid-city Baton Rouge, in the heart of the hood. A lot of, I'm going to just call a spade a spade. You got a lot of gang activity going on because of these different rappers, YB, NBA Youngboy. You got a lot of, vouchers and bleeders and 4K Trey and 300 and 600. And I'm like, bro, this is Baton Rouge. This is not LA. It's not Southside Chicago. This is not New York. This is Baton Rouge. But, the gang banging and got crazy here in BR. You know what I'm saying? And this how I knew it was serious, Red. I went to the first meet and greet in Dallas. And, you got different brothers in the LDBC. A lot of them played college ball. Some of them played in the SWAC, like Meredith Campbell, like Jay Good. And you got people like Jay Good and Meredith Campbell like, hey, coach, man, you need to be careful in Baton Rouge. And I'm like, damn. But it was true, though. Like, they wasn't telling no lies. So where I was coaching at, I'm not going to lie, like, you have a lot of parents that, to say the least, they're not involved in their child's life. Just to say the least, I'll give you an example, right? The same team I was telling you, but the first year I struggled because I played a lot of seventh graders, and even though I only had 16 players, and secondly, I had a lot of seventh graders. But that next year, we had a good team because we had about the same number of players, about 16, but we had primarily all eighth grade players. I had a girl that was on my team. Red, she was starting. She was a defensive lineman, and she pulled up to the gym because the way things happen, they had a thunderstorm when we initially played one of these games. So we was up like 16-8, but they postponed the game, right? But they had a few games. Evidently, all the series of games that they got postponed, but we couldn't make it up. So we was winning, so we just took the dub. So what ended up happening was this, they had an unfortunate incident at this other school. So we were supposed to plan for our homecoming. So what they ended up doing, they ended up taking it from like a Tuesday, and we played it like 2 weeks later on a Saturday. It's our homecoming. So this girl is a starting defensive lineman on my team. She should be but a senior in high school now. So her mom pulls up to the gym, and she asks my assistant coach, hey, what time the game going to end so I can know what time to pick her up? And he looking like, your daughter, first of all, your daughter's the only girl on the team. She's a starting defensive lineman, and you're not going to come watch her play? And I'm thinking to myself, oh, my goodness. And I had to deal with this issue all the time, not just from a coaching perspective, but at that particular school, kids get in trouble, you call home, no answer. The kid did this, no answer. Kid did that, no answer. So what some of the teachers start doing, what administration did at our school, they had something what they call a burner phone, and basically is it's like a little phone they go get from Walmart, whatever, put minis on it, whatever. So the parents knew the school number, so they start calling some of these random throwaway phones, and some of these same parents answer on the first ring. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, your child bad. Your child not doing what they're supposed to do in class. Like, why not discipline your child the way you're supposed to discipline your child? One. Two, it seemed like from a parent's perspective, you just figure the school is just a glorified babysitting service. You just sending your child to school so you can watch your stories and smoke your cigarettes, and you're not concerned about the child. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, what the heck going on? But before I turn it over to you, Red, I'm gonna tell one more story. I did this one girl that was in my class the same season. In fact, this girl should be either a sophomore or a junior in high school right now. So this girl, evidently, instead of her telling me, the PE teacher, was going on, she called her mom for whatever reason. Her mom come up to the school, cutting up, whatever. Right? So her mom was there in like less than 5 minutes. And her mama talking all of this nonsense. I say, all right, look, man. I explained stuff to her. She calmed down. All right, whatever. A week later, we in PE class. So the daughter has a PE uniform. And I'm like, baby, you dressing up? She was like, I'm not doing that ish. You know what I'm saying? I said, hold up. You not exercising? She was like, I'm not doing that. So I said, all right, bet. I said, let's call your mama. And she was like, I don't care, call her. So I called her mom. You think mom had the same kind of energy for her child's actual education as she did for the nonsense like a week before or whatever? Not at all. She was like, well, put on the phone. I put on the phone, and I'm like, give me the phone back. The mama had already hung up, right? So I'm like, you gonna do it? She was like, hell no. So I'm thinking to myself, I can't wait for this woman to come back up here on some nonsense. Because if she come back up here, me and her gonna have a problem. Because when it was over some foolishness, over some mess, she was at the school in 5 minutes. When it was about her daughter's actual education, she had no concern. And the crazy thing about it was, the school year after that, the girl missed like 60 days of school. So the point I'm trying to make is, at that particular school, at the previous school, the parents, it was not a whole lot of stakeholder and parental involvement. Like at the previous school, when it came to sporting events, the same game I was telling you about, I kid you not, it was our homecoming. But we played the school from like right around the corner. We had 16 players on our team. They had 46 players on their team. It was like their homecoming at our school. I mean, after the game, their parents barbecuing on the field. On our field, they barbecuing. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So of course, they won. It was a close game, but I'm like, they, of course, he had more depth than I had. But the fact that you got their parents on the sideline recording the game, you got like 5 or 6 parents with camcorders, they're cheering their kids on. We on the sideline, hell, and we ain't got no parents, no parental involvement. The only people that was there supporting our kids was me, my coaching staff, and the administration and faculty from our school. But it was our homecoming, and it was like their homecoming. I say, oh my goodness. So whoever won that game went to the playoffs, and of course, they went to the playoffs. So, but that's a few examples of under-parenting at the school I was at, and that's why I say I'm kind of blessed to be at a different school where there's more parental and stakeholder involvement.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I like that, because my answer to this is totally different than the way you just approached it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm glad that you went first, and I'm glad I asked you this, because it's two different types of underparenting. I deal with parents that's coming to the game, coach. And you know what? They want to see their daughter play. You know what I'm saying? They want to see this. And when we playing in the rec league, when everybody gets a chance to play, cool. But when we playing travel or something like that, I'm not required to play your child. Your child not going to get better in these practices. These practices is for team cohesion, for the team to get better. You want your child to get better, you got to work with her.
Yeah.
Kids get better. Kids get better with the work you put in with them individually, not with the team. And you are their parent, so you should be out there. Or if you don't know, if you're not going to go and Google and YouTube or whatever the hell you got to do to find out what you should be doing, that's fine. You should be putting your money into your child and investing in them so they can work with somebody individually to get better. And it's sad to say these things, but this is the day and time we living in, coach. When I was growing up, it's a nice day outside. Take your little ass outside and don't come back until an hour and a half. And if I got to come outside in an hour and a half and look for you, you're going to be mad because you ain't going to be able to go back outside. Now get out, go, get out my face. That's how I grew up.
Oh, no.
So we outside. You playing basketball this season? I'm outside at the court every day. I ain't really need an instructor. We working on our game myself.
Yeah, big time. And I'm not gonna, I'm gonna take a step. I'm gonna take it a step further, Red. When we was young, like when we was kids, when I'm from, in South Louisiana, it's rural area. We this thing called summer recreation, right? And when I was a kid, we would get up early that morning, catch the bus, go to summer recreation. Summer recreation was from like 8 that morning to like 1 or whatever the case may be. Red, I'm not gonna lie, in the summertime, oh shit, man, hey. You didn't come in the house till it was like almost dark, like that evening. We got up early that morning, went to summer recreation. We came home. We just say we got home but 2. Man, we couldn't go in my grandmother's house like my mom and my aunts. Of course, my dad was at work. My mom, my aunts, they was like, oh no, you're not coming in the house. Like we stayed outside. We played all day. When we was kids, that was our punishment. our punishment was, hey, you can't go outside for about a week. I kid you not. I remember senior, man, he rest in peace. He was like, when I was a kid, I didn't get a bad grade, but I don't think I got as good a grade as I normally got. So he was like, you're punished. He was like, what you won't give up? You won't give up your Nintendo, or you won't give up going outside? As much as I love Nintendo and Mike Tyson Punch Out and Tecmo Bowl and Tecmo NBA basketball and Mario Brothers, guess what? I said, I'm giving them Nintendo. I'm going outside and play. It's the opposite now, Red. I kid you not.
Man, listen, man.
Hey,
listen,
the last school
Coach,
when PE,
look.
we go outside for 5 minutes. Coach is hiding out here. Can we go back in the gym? I'm like, man, y'all starve nowadays.
Now hold on, Coach. Look. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I was going to. When I was growing up, shit, you got two choices, and I ain't even getting no two choices like you, Coach. It was you getting your ass whipped. And you could go outside with the ass whipping, or you not gonna get no ass whipping and you punish you in the crib. Man, go on. Which belt you want to use? Cause I'm gonna wipe these tears off outside. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the shit. That's why your mama whipped your ass and you cry. So what? Outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm still outside. You know what I'm saying? I saved up $2. I get some for the ice cream man. I'm good.
Oh, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Ice cream man in summertime.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, no, Coach. That back to well, the original, like I said, that right there was what we was doing. Kids not doing that. So you're gonna have to invest in them, do some type of training. You gotta do something to get them right. Because if you not, then they not getting better, then just saying, man. Just saying.
And to piggyback off of that, the school I'm coming from, that league in EBR, I kid you not, Ray, the team that won the championship every year, first of all, they have the competitive advantage. They're like a glorified all-star team. Like they pretty much go around the area and pick the best players on their team. They got like literally a glorified all-star team. It was so bad one year because, I was the head football coach, the head basketball coach, and I was coaching track, right? So, of course, football, basketball, my two sports, right? So one of the other teams that was like the runner-up the year before, a kid was a backup on their team, but he was going to be the starting point guard the next year, his 8th grade year. He left from being the starting point guard on the team he would have stayed on. So you go to the other team that won a championship to be a backup point guard. And I'm like, are you crazy? Like, why are you going to leave a team where you're going to be the starting point guard to go play on a championship team and be the backup point guard? Man, you crazy. I would have stayed where I was at. But, me and the coach of that team was like, man, coach, he said, they're getting disgusting. They pretty much going around and they cherry picking all the best players. I'm like, man, that ain't coaching that, because the level field is definitely not even at all,
Yeah, we gonna definitely. That's one of the topic for another day too, Coach.
No. But
because you said I want how deep is coaching.
Yeah,
we
go
touch it.
But the crazy thing about at that school though, Red, all their best players in football, basketball, all of them had personal trainers. Man, to myself, where the hell y'all get this money from to get y'all child individual coaching for football and for basketball, Red? This the same kid now.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You invest in them. You better invest in them.
Well, I don't know kind of job these parents got, Red, but they got cheese to dump into these kids. If you got enough money to get him a personal trainer for football and basketball, and he's working out year round.
Gotta do it, man. Gotta do it, man. I'm gonna put what I can. We're gonna rub two pennies together and give it to them. You know what I'm saying? For real. But that's okay. So that's the underparenting. That was my thing with underparenting, not investing in your child, time, money, whatever. When you with them on their own. Don't be just showing up with your child just at practice, talking about when they gonna get their turn. They might not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They might not. So, all right. Let's go to overparenting. You know what I'm saying? Well, give me what your thoughts of overparenting.
Overparenting is these parents, and now we're gonna kind of spin it forward to my new school. Now, this is only like week 3 of where I'm at. But my first year teaching and coaching, I was at a school similar to my current school, right? And of course, the demographics is different. Wink, wink, you can read between the lines on that one. And like my first year coaching, I got like 40 players on the team. And it's back home where I'm from, in Assumption Parish. And, some of these, the one good thing about Assumption at the time was we had this thing called the fifth quarter. Both, when we was coming up, when I played in the same league, everybody played. Like the first quarter was for the starters. The second quarter was for backups for people like me. The third quarter was for the starters. And the fourth quarter was for backup people like me. Now, in the fourth quarter, the game was tight. The starter just stayed in the game because both coaches trying to win. But, that's how it was when we played. But when I started coaching, like there was no, oh, no, hey, the backups getting the second quarter. Oh, no, it was none of that. The starters played the whole game, right? And then they had this thing called fifth quarter. Fifth quarter is a 10-minute period after the game, 10 minutes running time. You have 5 minutes on offense and 5 minutes on defense, and that's it. So, everybody, and of course, you try your best, not try your best, but you get everybody in there. Everybody get to play. If you don't get to play on offense, you get to play on defense, whatever. Everybody get to play, right? So some of these parents, I kid you not, Coach, why little Johnny didn't get to play more? And I'm like, ma'am, did little Johnny play? Well, yeah. Well, all right, hey, that's where the conversation ends. Everybody got to play, so I don't see what the complaint is. I don't see what you're complaining about. All right, at the time I had a kid, he was a starting quarterback, right? And I think he had a cold. No, he didn't have the flu, he had a cold, right? He had a cold, but what happened was, see, I was telling you about how in my current school district, they have turf. I think they spent like whatever amount of $1 million, and they got this real nice turf, soft. I don't know, it was nice. But where I'm from, they had a grass field at the time. And the thing I used to hate is they could have 2 drops of rain drop out the sky. Oh no, the middle school game canceled for the day, or the JV game canceled for the day. If it wasn't varsity had precedence over everything because they didn't want to tear up their field that they took so much time in terms of getting the side right and this, that, and the third, cutting that grass, painting and all that. So they don't mess up their field up. Varsity got precedence over everything. So for the middle school games, if 2 drops of water come out the sky, we postponing the game or we canceling the game or whatever. So he had a cold and we had a game coming up and they postponed the game. So he the starting quarterback, and I'm like, all right, he a priority. So I'm just focusing on him from the offensive side of the ball because even though the backup quarterback is an 8th grader, the 7th grader got more upside and potential, and he's better than him. So I'm like, I can't afford for this boy to get hurt because I don't have to put this 8th grader who the backup quarterback in. So I took him he was a starting defensive back on defense. Right, so I took him from being a starting cornerback, and I just kept him at quarterback, right? So the game over, and the dad was like, coach, and I'm like, yeah, we talking. And he was like, well, why didn't he start on defense? I'm like, huh? He was like, my son, like, why you didn't start on defense? I'm like, sir, your son just getting over a cold. Like, he came to practice the day of the walkthrough. Now, when we went over defense, he wasn't here. So I had to make a choice. If we go over defense and you're not there that day, then you don't get to play on defense. Or if we go over offense and you're not there that day, you don't get to play on offense. So we went over defense. He wasn't there. So guess what? I made a conscious, because really I was supposed to be an offensive day, but I wanted him at quarterback. So I switched it from being a defensive day, from an offensive day to a defensive day, so he can start on offense. So I'm like, look, he's just coming over a cold. I'm trying to ease him back in the mix. I can't afford him not to play on offense. He cannot play on defense. We don't need him on defense. Even if we lose, guess what? He more of a priority on the offensive side. So I'm like, would you rather him start on offense or defense? And he was like, yeah, but I'm like, look, I don't care if he started both ways the first game or not. Like, hey, he the starting quarterback. So, like, that's the end of it. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, it got to a point where it started off like during football and basketball season. Like, one parent, her son was one of these fifth quarter players for football. We get the basketball, he a backup. Now, he didn't come to practice. Had he come to practice, he would have ended up starting because a couple of starters missed practice. So I started some of these other kids, but I brought the starters in quick because I didn't want the game to get out of hand. It was a competitive game. So she was like, why my son not playing? She was like, in fact, I'm taking him off the team. And before I could even respond, some of the starters was like, man, we not worried about him. He was like, this boy's not a factor. And I'm thinking about myself in the back of my mind. The only reason why I kept him because he played football for me. But had he not played on a football team, I'd have cut him too. So you can take him if you want. But my point is, like, you acting like your son is like, I don't know, like John Stockton or somebody. Your son is a scrub, man. I wanted to tell her that, but I didn't tell her that. And then, of course, it got to a point, and it spent over to school. Like, little Susie has a, she has a B in PE. And I'm like, okay, like, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? But she really should have an A. I'm like, ma'am, if she would have earned an A, she would have an A. And it got so bad at the end of the year, I had one of the players that was on my football and basketball team. The last unit for the end of the school year was like softball. And of course, it was a volleyball, softball school. It got to a point where I'm trying to go over stuff in PE for football practice. And some of my football players choose volleyball, and I'm heated. And I'm like, why are y'all going up in the gym playing volleyball with them instead of being out here running plays for football? They're like, man, coach, we didn't know. You knew. I'm like, all right, look, y'all know next time. So we don't have this misunderstanding. But anyway, so he had an A in PE, and he made a B on his final exam. So the mom was sitting there arguing, like, well, coach, why? He knows softball. I don't understand how he made a B on his final exam. So she thinking, since he made a B on his final exam, he gonna have a B on his report card. I said, look, man, he got an A on his report card. I know that's all she really wanted anyway. I'm like, he got an A on his report card. What's the big deal? So when I told her he has an A on his report card, she didn't care after that. But the point I'm trying to make is,
come on, coach, man. Hold on, coach, man. You supposed to tell her the truth, coach. You supposed to tell her, hey, the boy didn't got a B.
No. He legit.
Hold on, coach. No, you supposed to say he didn't got a B. And what you gonna do to help it get to the A?
Oh no, I ain't gonna lie. Hey.
Not just playing. I just playing. It's all jokes. It's all jokes.
You gotta read between the lines now. This is a different demographic, Red. A different demographic, Red.
I did play.
But the point I was trying to make is, you have kids that have like a C in class, and their mama think they're the smartest thing in the world. Like he's so, she intelligent, he intelligent. I'm like, ma'am, you want little Susie to be an A student. Just be honest, little Susie's really a C student. Like, you're delusional. Your daughter's not that smart. I didn't flat out come out and tell her this, but, I kind of delicately put it like, ma'am, you want your daughter to have an A, she's not an A student, she's a C student. That's just the reality. So, at the end of the day, looking at a big joke, but at the end of the day, Red, a lot of these parents, they overparent and they're delusional about how good their kids really are. Like, I had, another quick story. I was at this school in Central Louisiana, and they ended up going with another coach. I was supposed to be the head coach, but they wanted me to be the assistant coach for this dude who really should have been my assistant. So I said, you know what, the hell with it. I was assistant coach for the boys and the girls at the same time. I ain't coaching nothing now, right? So I went to this convenience store. His mom was working there, and she was like, a couple of ladies, I walked in. It was like, hey, coach. I'm like, hey, ladies, how y'all doing? How you doing, ma'am? Whoop the whoop. And so one of parents was like, coach, she was like, oh, my son tried out for the basketball team. He got cut. I said, hold on, ma'am. I don't coach basketball at school no more. Just so we don't have no misunderstanding. She was like, oh, all right. She was like, well, who the coach? I'm like, such and such is the head coach. She was like, oh, I need to talk to him because my baby could play. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking to myself, your baby's a scrub. He got cut for a reason. You know why? Because he's a scrub. So at the end of the day, a lot of these parents are delusional about how athletic their child really is, how smart their child really is. A lot of these parents are delusional. I know you want the best for your baby. Your baby ain't that smart, and your baby is a scrub athlete. Period.
Come on, man. Come on, coach, man. Come on, coach. All right, look. These are youth athletes. I am not going to sit here and say any of these kids are scrubs. We just talked about underparenting. You are underparenting. Said that's what I would say.
well, I'm gonna be honest with you. He was a high school kid, so it's different. But I didn't tell a mama to her face that her son is a
No.
scrub.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
but nah. You tell the mama you should have been thinking you underparenting. Don't be running around telling nobody till you start regular parenting and catch up. But anyway, okay. So let me talk about, you know what I'm saying, real quick, overparenting. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, or coach pointed out, great. Parents is quick to want to put their child at a glamorous position or have them trying to do things that they can't. You know what I'm saying? And I be thinking to myself, you wouldn't put your child on the balance beam in gymnastics if, you know what I'm saying, she was an open floor athlete, now would you? So back the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Your child is good at defense. You know what I'm saying? For real. I'm trying not to curse, but I'm saying, though, your child good at defense. I get to draft these kids. I seen great defensive potential in your child. Then I had her practice what I seen against everybody else on the team. And you know what? She was good at it. I'm not putting her nowhere else. I'm not putting your child at receiver she can't catch. I'm not putting your child at running back she's slow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting your child at quarterback they can't throw. But you know what she can do? She could read the quarterback eyes better than anyone else I know. And when the ball in the air, somehow, some way, if she not batting it down, she gonna catch it. She playing safety. That's the end of it. Get out my face. Get out my face. She'll never see offense as long as I'm the coach. And you know what's crazy? When it's said and done, she gonna win. And she gonna be like, I don't even really think I should be doing offense the way I'm balling. So shut up. Sit your ass in the stands. You know what I'm saying? I halfway get mad when parents be out here trying to give advice to the kids because they don't know all the way what I'm telling the kid to do. But you're not in the huddle. But I don't be all the way mad because 90% of the time the parents be right at what they be saying. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to yell at something to them from the sideline, cool. You know what I'm saying? If I hear you say something, you pull flags and run a little bit harder, Katie. Katie, you heard her. You got to run a little bit harder, pull flags. She ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? I keep it real. We gonna keep it real with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But don't be coming to me or don't ask you. What's worse is don't be telling your child to come ask me about stuff that I know they don't know. I had a child come ask me. Another example, I put the girl at cornerback. The girl is a good corner. She show up to practice like, coach, I want to play cornerback. I said, you want to play corner, but you do play corner. She was like, oh, I think quarterback. I want to play quarterback. Like, you sure it's quarter? I don't know. I'm going to tell you next practice. See what I'm saying? Somebody is telling you this. You know what I'm saying? Don't we not doing this, man. This is what we not doing. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I'm not playing these games with that you are doing too much. I got this. A lot of the fathers, but it's usually at the first practice. Then they start weeding themselves out because they see that I got, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of the fathers come, coach, you need help? You need me to do something? I do. Like, look, man, what I need you to do is grab a chair and relax. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For the next hour and a half, I'm trying to work on something, man. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that you're going to like the end results. So just relax. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much, like I said, as far as over-parenting.
Now, see what you're saying? What you just said, it kind of tied in to daddy ball from last week because I've seen some dads that's the head coach of this team, and their child is not good enough to play certain positions, and they stick him at positions that their child not capable of playing. And then in addition to that, I've also had parents who dad might be the little Brett coach, he might be the little league coach, and this, that, and the third. And he coached his child in Little League. Now his child playing middle school, junior high football or whatever. I find it more prevalent in basketball, you know what I'm saying? You know, as a basketball coach, not so much as a football coach. So, you know, the dad, you know, like, coach, hey, I'm like, hope. Hey, I've been coaching longer than your child been living. I don't need you to tell me how to run my team. Hey, if you talking about we should press, we don't have that kind of team to press. We playing zone. So back up off me. I know what I'm doing. That's what I'm saying. I know the personnel on my team better than you know the personnel on my team. So I need you to try to tell me what to do. And then it's where it goes to the next level, right? You know, I'm on the sideline telling them, hey, you know, do X, Y, Z, this, that, and the third. You know, the dad sitting in the stands, Billy, do X. So he contradicting what I'm saying. So you telling your son to do one thing, and I'm telling the team to do something else. Hey, you keep playing with me, guess what? Your son gonna be sitting there over the bench. You could yell to your son on the bench while he on the bench, and I put somebody else in the game to take his spot. So what you just said, I find it more basketball than football for me. You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm playing 5-on-5, so I still get that basketball type of vibe. But like I said, with me, it's more or less. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I haven't really got someone saying something too much other than fathers here and there saying, your progression was this. Like, no, I told them to look for this. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about, because they know what I'm saying. But for the most part, like I said, parents, because of the situation I'm in and I have one, I could easily say, yo. If you haven't won, sit back. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me what I should do. Don't tell me. You could tell me what your child do good. Yes, that I mean, like I even though I'm saying it like I'm saying like I shut shit down, I still am open-minded. I have no problem with asking questions and all this other good stuff. Yes, when I need to. If I don't need to, man, fall back. And we got this. You know what I'm saying? We got this. I don't need the child. These are youth, so they're already going to second guess themselves. I don't need them second guessing themselves, then second guessing themselves again because of you in the stands. You know what I'm saying? So just cheer and be a part of everything. And if you would do what you're supposed to do before practice, before the game with your kid, then you wouldn't worry about what's about to happen in the game. You'll know they got it.
Yeah, and that's another thing too with your situation. Like you said, to help you, winning cures all. So a lot of the bull crap that I had to put up with in the past, you don't have to put up with because you're winning. But I done had parents telling me, man, coach, you need to do such and such. I'm like, look, bro, I know what my personnel allows me to do. You telling me I should get out here and I should press and half court press and 3/4. Like, we don't have that kind of team. That's why we sitting back in the zone. That's why we only won one game this year. Hey, if you think you know better than me, then guess what? Take your son up. And of course, I done had one parent like, man, you don't know what you're doing. That's why they losing. No, I love, bro. Take your son. If your son is good as you think he is, take him and put him in another league and you go play with him over there. This is my team. I don't care what I got going over here. What you think about me? I'm coaching this team here. So you can just kick rocks. Take your son and kick rocks, you feel?
I had my atmosphere is so serious and so laid back. I've had every assistant coach leave to go coach their team the next season. The first assistant coach, like what I was doing, he kind of helped me create the offense, right? And he left the next season because he felt that I wouldn't, I didn't discipline the girls enough. I wasn't tough on them enough.
Wow.
But we out here to have fun. So the next season, he come out with his team, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we got our squad. and it made me laugh because the first game of the season, right? It's something so small as how you line your water bottles up that you can see how the end result's gonna be, right? Now, his game is two. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 games. We play after him. So I see him line up his girls. He made them line their water bottles up neatly in a straight line going across the sideline. Well, not across the sideline, but a straight line with their bags, you know what I'm saying? By the water bottle and all that. Everything was nice and neat, you know what I'm saying? And he like, let's go, got him disciplined up, looking like a little army over there, right? Right? And I'm like, okay. When we got to the field, I told the girls, hey, look, y'all put y'all stuff over here. Keep it together. Because we are together. You know what I'm saying? Don't put your shit all over there. You know what I'm saying? No separate. We all together. I don't care if it's messy or not. We ain't got time for that right now. We together in this. You know what I'm saying? So as long as we all together, we good. We know we all we got. Results was he didn't do all that good that season with that disciplinary stuff. You know what I'm saying? You said, and you know what I'm saying? The next season, I had a coach, you know what I'm saying? The girl was the quarterback. The girl was one of the best players in the league. So I guess her mama felt like, yo, the way your atmosphere is so smooth, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Let the commissioner talk her into coaching, and she say, well, we just gonna have fun this season. That's our motto, man. We just out here to have fun. You know what I'm saying? And I looked at the situation like, yeah, we out here to have fun too, but we not having fun unless we win it.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Hey. So we played them in the championship game
and smashed
and we won. We won the game. You know what I'm saying? After we win, we all on the sideline smiling. We having fun. They mad. They not having fun. See, this is what happens when you got the wrong type of thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Out here just like, hey, man, it's just all good. No, it's not just all good. We out here to work. We got goals we trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? And I do it kind of like how my dad used to do with me and the other kids, even though it was boys. Man, I'm trying to teach you life lessons, man. You know what I'm saying? You want results. And all y'all talk about how y'all want to win and all this, you know what I'm saying? You want them results, you got to put something in. You're going to get out what you put in.
Yeah.
And if you cut corners, that's what's going to happen in the game.
But when
the bullets get to flying for real, you're going to try to cut a corner, you getting hit.
For real.
Believe that. So don't cut no corners now. But practice like it's live now and go hard. You know what I'm saying? Like it's for real. Because when the game comes,
you should have told him, don't let the smooth taste fool you.
You know what I'm saying?
You should have told him, don't let the smooth taste fool you. Just because we laid back and we getting to it though. Yeah. Y'all have fun, but we beat y'all though. That's what she did, right?
But nah. Real talk though, what I've learned and what I learned from that though, and we're gonna talk about that too. That's another topic for another day. It's just practice habits and all that other stuff, man. Practice habits and stuff that I do that even though it looked like it was nothing, it was something. In every girl always they always act like that, man. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? We start betting. We start betting for plays. Who gonna make the play? If you don't make the play, then all y'all gotta run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So, but they not doing that. So you know, that's how that be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, coach. That's what I said, man. Under over parenting.
Yeah, big time. I mean, like I say, I've experienced it so many different ways with the over parenting, the under parenting. Like I said, more in my experience, a lot of what you were saying is it was more the daddy ball type situation. But in terms of like the over under parenting, based on the type of schools I've been in, where you have a different demographic of kids, you have over parenting. In the EBR type demographic, you have the under parenting. So it was more that situation with the over and under parenting with me, more than anything.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, man, if you a parent and you feel some type of way, get out there and coach
For real.
and see how hard or easy it is. See, and we gonna save the other topic for another day. But to me, I have never been in a situation where I was frustrated by what a coach was doing to make me want to go coach. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed to be in the situation to where my child wanted me to coach him, and I just rolled the dice. So I'm blessed, but I know I've heard several stories of, man, I got tired of that, so I just went and did it myself. And we out here, you know what I'm saying? So,
man, that's crazy. And shout out to the brother D-Man Jr. What's good with you?
Yeah, D-Man Jr., man. Brent Fox, man. Salute D-Man and Brent Fox, man. Salute to the family, man. My fault, man.
And KG said, man, he told me I'm overworking my daughter, man. Bump him.
Yeah. KG said, man, yeah. You know, that was little tricks to the game because they ain't really know. That's why I said people. I don't know, man. It's the way people be doing the stuff that they be doing make me laugh. But I do know you gonna get out what you put in.
Yeah, without question, and just to kind of piggyback off of some stuff we were just talking about. I had this one parent was like, this, that, and the third, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I want to tell her, look, man, and I want to tell her this literally because this is what she literally worked with. I want to tell her, man, I don't come to McDonald's to tell you how to do your job. You know what I'm saying? I don't tell you, guess what? My fries ain't hot enough. Hey, you need to heat them fries up more. I need more salt on my fries. I didn't have enough ice in my drink. I don't come to your job and tell you how to do your job. Like, I went to school for this. I done played sports, especially football. That was my sport for years. I'm like, look, I played football. You're not telling me what to do. You trying to tell me what to do as a coach? Ma'am, have you ever played football a day in your life? I really don't want to tell her that. I want to tell her, I don't come to McDonald's and tell you how to do your job. I want to tell her that, but I said, look, man.
Just come out and coach.
I'm like, man,
look,
I've been doing this longer than your son been living. So you can't tell me what to do, man. I'm like, so I start asking the questions, and then she started deflecting. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, man, answer my question. Like, don't deflect. So like, look, just let me do. I told her politely. I'm like, man, just let me do my job, and I'm gonna take care of this. I'm like, look, if you're not satisfied with the results, you can take your son. You keep it pushing if you want, but I don't need you to tell me how to do what I do, because guess what? I'm this. I am this.
Real talk, coach. Like I said, man, you're not gonna coach for me. I'm gonna coach my thing. I'm gonna do my thing. You know what I'm saying? If you feel some type of way, you either take your child or, you know what I'm saying, go coach. That's the beautiful thing about where we be at. Sometimes they be needing coaches, so they be reaching out to parents. And I know a child, they're not playing in my division because their child is younger. You know what I'm saying? But it's a child, and her dad is coaching her this season. She played on my team. You know what I'm saying? And I know her dad I expected a lot more from her, but you know what I'm saying? She was one of the younger girls. You know what I'm saying? If I'm playing fourth and fifth grade kids, and your child a fourth grader, and it's her first time playing, and I got fifth graders that's their second time playing, you know what I'm saying, or more, I'm rolling with, come on, man. I'm trying to bring her along with them. So, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to give up on her. She's still, so we're going to see, like I said, she's a champion with me. So now you play with your daddy, man. Hopefully your daddy, you know what I'm saying, go get it. They playing the grade the bracket underneath us in the 10U. I want to see how it happened. I want to see how it worked. Show me. Man. Show me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad. Show me something.
Man, Red, I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of people think it's easy. That's why I told you should have told her, don't let the smooth taste fool you. Because a lot of times this look easy. It's not as easy as you might think it is, you know what I'm saying? Even going back to practice today, did all the raining. And after practice, the head coach, he had a parent meeting, right? And I heard him telling stories about, a couple of these little sixth graders like, man, coach, you think I'm gonna get some practice time? I'm like, son, these A graders, you are a sixth grader. I really want to say, son, like you on the smaller side, like these boys are huge. Like I'm not trying to throw you out there and get you hurt. And a couple of parents were like, well, hey, what my child got to do to play? And he broke it down to him. And I ain't gonna lie, he probably was nicer about it, than a lot of other coaches would have been. And at the end of the day, a lot of these parents, they want you to give them a certain amount of information, but these parents don't know. And especially these parents, these sixth grade players, and they want their child to play with the A grades. I'm like, look, man, you set your child up for failure or even to get hurt. So a lot of times a coach has your child's best interest at heart. You're not just going to throw their child out there to the wolves. It's different, with flag and with 11 on 11, actual tackle football. Hey, this kid is on the smaller side. You keep begging me, coach, throw me in there. If I throw you in there to one of these wolves, hey, you're going to see what's going to happen. A lot of these parents just need to fall, like you said, fall back and let the coaches coach. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it look easy, but trust me, it's not.
Yeah, man, you like I said, you gotta especially with the 11 on 11, man. If you can't swim, you bound to drizzle.
Oh, without question.
So hey man, you know what I'm saying? And with
it's shark infested, you got crocodiles, you got alligators, you got piranhas, you got all that in this water here. I'm like, son, if I ain't throwing you in there, you ain't ready for this smoke.
Yeah, man, and as far as the flag, it'll happen to you. It'll happen to you real quick. You're sitting thinking that it's sweet. You see somebody running down the field, so gotta work, you know what I'm saying, and get it together. We're gonna talk about the birth of a coach on the next one. I'm gonna have to change the title, man. But yeah, man, good stuff, coach, man. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. What you got for the people before we dip?
Well, first of all, everybody, y'all come check out my channel, Coach 67 Sports TV. I talk about, as you can see on the logo, Southern University Jaguars. I talk about Southern University football. It was week 0 last week. This coming week, Southern getting ready to play against McNeese State. So I'm getting ready to do an in-depth breakdown. Week 1, Southern going to McNeese. So y'all come check it out. I also talk about a variety of other different sports topics. One topic me and KG was talking about, the Dream Team versus the current U.S. Olympic basketball team. 7-8 Sports TV, he broke down how Anthony Edwards disrespected the current, the OG players from the 90s and 2000s. So, I got some content I'm getting ready to drop. So y'all come check out the channel, come rock with me. I talk a little boxing here and there, but you got a lot of nonsense going on in boxing, so I can't rock with boxing as much as I did back in the gap, but come check out the channel. I appreciate, my brother Cadillac Red, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, having me, so we can have these coaches conversations. I appreciate everybody. Come through, check out the channel. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Catch y'all on the rebound. Peace and blessings to everybody.
Yes, indeed, man. Salute to the chat. You know what I'm saying? Slide through, rocking with us for show. Y'all already know what it is, man. Salute to the mighty LDBC. It's the usual suspect. Ting. Hey, man, look, man, as far as the Anthony Edwards stuff, I'm going to say this before we get out of here, coach. Maybe he an alpha and he feel like I can't say that the older generation is better than me. You know what I'm saying? But it's a thin line between being an alpha and just a dumbass nigga saying shit. You know what I'm saying? They know we gonna go ahead and get out of here. So
you can't speak on something you say you didn't watch, so you don't know.
That's what I said. That's what I said. You sound like a dumb nigga. It's a thin line. You ain't even the alpha. You sound like a dumb nigga. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But we get out of here, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all niggas in a minute though. What? Peace.
So the thing